Hi, I'm Melanie from Parenting High Schoolers, and I'm here today to talk to you about another life skill. I haven't done a life skill in a while, and I have had I have a teenager in my house, and so we've had some time management issues here, and I thought this would be a great day to talk about it. I can talk from my experience as a middle school, elementary, and preschool teacher, and I can talk to you as a mom. Again, I'm Melanie from Parenting High Schoolers, and I hop on here every week to talk about something to help you with your teens or tweens as you navigate these murky waters of parenting during these crazy times and these fun kids. If I do anything, I would like to help at least one person out there that watches this video and help you to help your teens because they need all the help they can get. Let's get going. I have 11 things, but most of them are pretty quick. But the first one is to help your child to keep a daily schedule. So that for older kids, this is not quite as difficult as it is with younger kids, but this is a great thing. So as soon as you see this video, this is a great thing to start. And I will I will try to find or create, if I can't find one, a block schedule. And you can usually just Google it or go to Pinterest and get like a weekly block schedule that starts when your child wakes up and goes till their bedtime-ish, or at least till like 10, so you can just cut it off. And then with your teen or your child, whichever you have, or maybe all of them, go through and like block out school. And if they have a part-time job, block out typically if they have set hours. Like I know my son has a job and he works on Tuesdays and Fridays. So he blocks that out. And when he was in band, that was part of what would be blocked out. Anything that they have that's a regular thing. Now, there's going to be things that pop up, so that we'll get to that in a minute. But have them, when they can see a complete week, they can better know how to organize what they need to do. And one of the things I want to say is as you're filling that out, make sure that they block out, pick a color or shade it in for downtime. Because if they don't have downtime, they're going to get overwhelmed. They're going to become exhausted. And there's nothing to look forward to. I get a break at 8 p.m. or I know Saturday I have nothing. Build in those dead times, those times that they can look forward to just doing whatever they want. Okay, so then your child and or teen needs to learn how to read a regular analog clock. There's ways to teach that. I taught it when I taught first grade. I taught it again when I taught fourth grade and fifth grade. It is a life skill. They're not always going to have a digital clock. And the way that we break down time is so much easier to see when you can block off 15-minute sections. So go to Pinterest. I will try to do this for you. Find an article on the easiest way to teach it. I could do a whole YouTube video on how to tell time, but they just need to know that, the increments are 5 minutes and what 15 minutes looks like on a clock, because typically a work session, which we're going to go, that's the next one, number 3. So I've already done 1, keep a daily schedule, 2, read a clock, 3, use a timer. See how fast these are? So we're going, have a timer for work sessions. And if you're just starting this, if this is something that's been a struggle with a child or a teen, I would suggest starting with 15-minute work sessions. That's plenty of time. They can get so much done in 15 minutes. Maybe build it out to 30 minutes and then take a 5 or 10 minute break and then start again, especially if they're in, junior high or high school. They probably need to get more work accomplished, like homework, studying, reading, whatever it is. 15 to 30 minute sessions, gradually build your time up. You might have to start with 5-minute sessions if this is something they're not used to doing. And I would also build in, if they are going to work for 15 minutes, you need to build in a 3-minute beeper that goes off before the 15 minutes is up. So if they can see the clock, maybe have a phone or something a timer over in the corner that's going to go off 3 minutes before, and then they really hit it hard those last 3 minutes, and then they take a break. Number 4, practice estimating time to complete a task. So this can be kind of a fun thing to learn. Maybe practice or estimate, okay, how long do you think it's going to take you to take a shower, get dressed, and eat your breakfast? And then make a game out of it. See how close they can get to what they estimate. And then they can maybe see, oh, wow, I thought it was going to take an hour, but it really only took 25 minutes. Or maybe the opposite. So they need to kind of get used to figuring out how long things are going to take. How long do you think it's going to take us to get to the grocery store? That's probably something they've done many times with you. Like, it only takes 5 minutes, but maybe they think it takes 15. Have them start to kind of estimate times for how long things take. This is a skill, and it also is helpful when they're planning their day, when they're planning how long it's going to take to do something. They will get better at it too. So once they've sort of get a feel for things, then you can start comparing it. Like one thing, like my kids would say, how long is it before we do something? I'd say, well, it's about the length of a movie. And that was something they were familiar with. It was about 90 minutes. Or it's about the amount of time that, whatever, something you do regularly that takes an X amount of time. All right, number 5, they need to learn how to pace themselves. And so this is also something. So what I suggest to start with is take your child to like a track. Take them to a track, run as hard as so I want you to run a mile. I want you to go as fast as you can for the mile. And they're going to start running really fast and they're going to poop out. But after however long, not very long. So then say, okay, let's say that we want to run a mile in like 20 minutes. Let's figure out how long it's going to take you to do this and break it down so we pace ourselves so we don't die on the vine halfway there. Number 6, create routines that work and they can always be changed. My suggestion is start with the nighttime routine because the more that you and or your teen or child can get done at night, the better. I suggest hanging out clothes, showering, bathing, whatever, however they're cleaning themselves up, laying out homework, pack, lunch ready. All of the things that need to be done in the morning, get them done at night. So it gives you more time in the morning to sleep, which is my huge thing. I want to sleep. You're not crazy in the morning. It's already done. And if something were to come up in the morning, let's say you have a flat tire or you need to get gas or they can't find a shoe, well, they're not going to have that shoe problem because the shoes are going to be laid out. But if you are behind for some reason, you will have built in some extra time. This is a great thing. And then if you or your teen notices that something is not working or that it would be better to be done in the morning, then change it. Routines can be changed at any time. Make sure they're working. All right, number 7, make a checklist and then rewrite it. Okay, what do I mean by that? Your child at the beginning of the week needs to look at all their assignments or all the things that need to be done around the house or all of it and make a list, 1 through 10. And then they need to rewrite it. What has to be done first? I would say school things need to be done first. And then prioritize. Like, is there a paper needing to be written? That needs to be at the top because you'll probably need to do a little bit each day. Is there something little that could be up at the top that they could check it off real quick? I love to check things off of my checklist and they probably do too. So then it's a sense of accomplishment. Vary the list in order of priorities and then things that can easily be checked off. Like, I need to change my sheets. Okay, let's estimate how long that's going to take. Well, in my world, it probably takes 10 to 15 minutes by the time you strip the sheets, take them to the laundry room, bring in the new ones and get the bed made. Maybe 15 minutes. Well, they might estimate it's going to take an hour. We'll go in there, do it with them and go, oh, look, that only took 15 minutes. So next time you'll know. All right, number 8, identify and reduce or eliminate distractions. For instance, if they're doing homework, no phone. Now, there are exceptions to that. Like as my children have gotten older, my older 2 are gone, but they maybe are working with a group. So there may be times when they need to text and ask a question, but otherwise the phone is gone. Phone away, no distraction. Stay organized. That's just enough said. Make sure you've got a spot, that it's clean, that's organized. Make sure you have all your items needed. That's number 10. Do you have paper? Do you have pencils? Do you have, the required reading? Whatever it is, child needs to have it all there. And then think ahead. Think ahead. What am I going to need? Do I have it all? Do I need to get a book at school? Am I doing a project? Do I need to go to Michael's or Walmart or wherever to get XYZ for the project? So all of these things add up to a more successful time management system for you as a family, your son or daughter as a teen, as a child, and it makes your life be so much easier. So good luck, and I encourage you to practice time management skills with your teen or your child. Have a good week.